I am Sarah Bennett, an astrophysicist who dedicated my life to searching for signs of life in the universe. I never imagined this quest would lead me into a nightmare. It all began on a calm night at my remote observatory in the Colorado mountains. The wind howled through the trees, creating a haunting melody. I was analyzing radio frequency data when I detected a strange signal. At first, I thought it was just interference, but upon further investigation, I realized the signal was a deliberate communication, possibly from an alien civilization. The signal emitted a series of rhythmic tones and pulses, like a coded message from another world. My heart raced as I called my team to share the discovery. We spent sleepless nights decoding the message. The lab was always filled with murmurs and the sound of typing. Gradually, we realized the message contained coordinates and a warning about an imminent danger. But then, strange things started happening. Lights flickered, equipment inexplicably malfunctioned, and some of us began seeing shadows moving at the edge of our vision. It felt like something or someone was watching us. The tension grew each day. One night, during an intense electrical storm, a bright light appeared in the sky and slowly descended to the observatory. The air crackled with electricity. A group of tall, slender figures emerged from the light, shrouded in an ethereal glow. They communicated telepathically, claiming to be a race called the Arkonian, who came to warn Earth about an impending invasion by a hostile species known as the Zorathians. The Arkonians showed holograms of their own civilization and the destruction caused by the Zorathians. I could hardly believe what I was seeing and hearing. Days later, reports of missing people and sightings of strange creatures began to surface in nearby towns. The Zorathians were masters of disguise, capable of blending in as humans. We discovered they were infiltrating society, assuming human identities and preparing the way for a full-scale invasion. Fear began to spread rapidly. The Arkonians, and I realized we had little time to act before the invasion became irreversible. With the help of the Arkonians, I began developing a device to detect the disguised Zorathians. The nights were filled with frantic work, with the team split between decoding the message and building the device. However, the Zorathians became aware of our efforts and started hunting us. I could feel the tension mounting as the lines between friends and foes became blurred. Sounds of footsteps behind me, creaking doors, and sinister whispers haunted me constantly. The observatory was surrounded by Zorathians. We were in a desperate battle for survival. Using the newly developed device, we managed to identify and neutralize several Zorathians, but the danger was immense. The nights were marked by ambushes and desperate escapes. We realized we needed to find and destroy the Zorathian central core to stop the invasion. We began planning a daring infiltration of the enemy base. Tracking the central core to a secret underground facility was a challenge. The facility was hidden deep within a dense forest. Knowing the mission could be suicidal, I led the final attack. Inside the underground facility, we faced intense combat. Many of my companions were killed. However, with the help of an Arkonian, we managed to destroy the central core, causing a massive collapse of the infiltrated Zorathians. The echo of the explosions reverberated through the cavern, signaling a bitter victory. I survived, but at a terrible cost. Returning to the observatory, I discovered that the real threat was still to come. The original message from the Arkonians was only a fraction of the truth. The Zorathians were merely scouts for a much larger force that was on its way. The full invasion was still to come, and I prepared myself to face a new nightmare. I looked up at the night sky, knowing that the fight for humanity's survival was just beginning.